as a distributor, and we talked about the shiny objects, as a distributor, if I'm looking for a new opportunity, should I look for that ground floor opportunity, or should I be looking for a more stable company? And I know you and we talked a little bit about that the other day, and we could probably really go back and forth on this for 2 or 3 days, but we'll try to keep it a little shorter than that.
Sure. Yeah, it's a good, it's a great question, and I've worked for both, and I've evolved with both when the company were new, and then I was with the company when they were new. As they grow and they become more mature, and so is the opportunity better in the beginning than it is at the end? Well, in the more stable, mature company, you have systems that are working more efficiently, and operationally, things are in a little bit better place. When the company is brand new, it's kind of exciting because this is a brand new opportunity. It's something that no one's really heard of before. And so they're excited to kind of get into something that's brand new, and they become the bigger fish in a smaller pond, if you will. And sometimes that's exciting for the right kind of person. And other people, they're looking for less risk, and they want to go with something that's very established, and there's not any worry that this company is going to be around for the next 10 years. And so there is a place for that too. And so it kind of depends on what kind of risk level you're willing to take on. A stable company, obviously they've got lots of success stories, and they're gonna be around for a long time. And sometimes though it's fun to work for a smaller company that's on the move and they're growing, and you just have to be a little bit more willing to kind of take some of the operational glitches that may happen in a new company.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, it kind of goes back to that risk opportunity, because like you say, there's risks in the new company. Network marketing is just like any other company out there. 80-90% of all businesses fail within the first year. Well, the same is true for network marketing companies. But if you're willing to take that risk, and that depends on individuals, circumstances, situations. In my younger days, I loved that brand new ground floor opportunity, because I like to be in there, and I like to go in and rub shoulders with the executives and say, hi, how you doing? But on the other hand, it was a little glitchy when they didn't pay you because they didn't have this system in place, or the orders didn't work because they didn't have that in place. So it all depends. And my personal philosophy on that is, if, and I'm just going to use a generic term here, if there's a nutritional company out there, in network marketing, and it's being successful, and there's another nutritional company that starts up today, and you can argue with me if you want, Eric. Just because I'm the host of the show doesn't mean you need to agree with me. And so, but if there's an opportunity for that startup company with that nutritional product, guess what? There's still an opportunity in that existing company as well, in my opinion. And so would you agree, disagree? Tell me I'm crazy or what about that last statement?
Okay, I believe that if you're kind of asking the question, the ground floor versus stable company, right?
Right.
If I understood the question right,
Right,
I apologize. Yeah. And I just like I said before, is that there's a trade-off in terms of risk.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're inclined to want to be with the new company and be able to rub shoulders with the executives and the founders and that kind of thing, then there's an excitement around that, and there's some nice opportunities that come with that. And when you're with that bigger company, you just don't have that sometimes you just don't have that opportunity to connect with some of the founding executives and things like that, because it's just so big, you can't get to them. And so there's some real advantages to working with the smaller company, and at the same time, the stability is attractive for those big companies.